Hi, welcome to Zenagallery. My name is Zena, and I'm going to provide a energy reading for today. So let's see what we have. So the first messages that I have is, let's see, make sure you're focusing on cultivating any type of creativity when it comes to work, expansion, um, self love, uh, the capacity that you can take. So make sure you're being flexible and creative. Um, Make sure you are inhaling and bringing in the energy of an infinite wisdom. You're celebrating your changes. You're celebrating change and opportunities. And remember that you have to calibrate that into nature. So make sure you're getting outside, into nature. Let's see. So like seasonal change, we have spring equinox coming up. So make sure you're getting outside, getting sunlight, breathing any type of fresh air, not just like sitting in the house or going for walks or being around body of water, so ocean, anything that's like nature. Let's see, it will help with the self mastery journey, self development. It will create more compassion for yourself and kindness for self development and self growth and spiritual awakening and stuff like that. So now is the time to really be calling on the earth energy as long as well as practicing your spiritual prayers and self love and let's see what else. So yeah, I'm just getting Earth, Mother Earth, and will help assist you with self development, spiritual awakening, mindfulness, compassion, kindness. It will help with your growth and your energy to stay on that high vibration. Let's see what else. Um, Make sure you're being passionate about your spiritual wisdom, um, your downloads from Most High God, your spirit. Make sure you are being passionate about that wisdom and not taking it as a harsh lesson, despite it may be any harsh lessons, especially if the world is a little bit chaotic right now when it comes to energy or spiritual awakening or our spiritual and practical beliefs. So make sure you're studying, researching, and looking for that opportunity of enlightenment within self, within your mind, body, spirit, and your soul. Your soul, okay? Um, Make sure you are distancing yourself from any type of confusion and negative energy of speaking, seeing, hearing evil. So speak, see, hear no evil, gossip, belittling, judgment, judging others. Make sure you are protecting yourself from that type of energy that the world is kind of, that fog is around, or this could be not only the world, it could be TV, music, it could be people, it could be environments, it could be family, it could be local community. So make sure um, you are shielding your energy and protecting your energy and using perseverance when it comes to that energy life force within self, and keeping your faith and your perseverance on higher vibrational level. Remember, this is self discovery, self growth, personal development, spiritual development, and make sure you're keeping gratitude within self and for any opportunity that God or the universe has provided to you through either people, place, or thing. Let's see what else. Yeah, so make sure you're balancing your spirituality and your practicality on full speed and high vibration this month, which we're in March. I mean, you want to do that all the time to the best of your ability, but you're going to need that full balance of the spirituality and the practicality. So, human behavior, mindfulness, mental health, and also your mind, body, spirit, and your free will and your religious beliefs or your spiritual beliefs, or just they need to go together and they need to be balanced. And that needs to be on full speed this month. I mean, you want to keep that going obviously for your lifespan here on earth, but you should be at a balance. Any personal issues will reach a resolution, and that could be from now all the way till June. So any personal issues from now until June. Also, make sure you're believing in the impossible. So, believing that God, the universe, Most High, has a path, a journey, a divine plan and purpose for self. So, believing in the impossible and not feeling that things are impossible, okay? Take action. Make sure you are taking action for this month and April. So, excuse me. So I am getting, hold on one second. Okay, so I'm getting, make sure you're taking action this month and next month. So March and April are going to be two powerful, powerful months when it comes to human behavior, mind, body, and spirit and soul. Make sure you're looking at the bigger picture from now into the end of this year, so December. Make sure you're looking at the bigger picture in those actions um, when making any type of mind, body, spirit, and soul decisions from now until December. What else? Let's see. Don't let anything that is holding you back from your destiny or purpose. I'm seeing a little bit of in between action on that. So, this is for people that may be struggling. Just make sure about basically the things that we spoke about previous to this message that I'm getting here. Just make sure you're not letting anything hold you back. So, make sure you're using your boldness and courage and faith that God, Most High, the universe gives to each individual here on this planet, Earth, to go forward into basically our North Node. So you don't want to spend um, repeated cycles into the South Node, which is like past trauma, past old situations, or repeated cycles. Okay, so expect a powerful change. So as long as you're being mindful of the changes and the divine timing, you will receive you will receive a powerful change as of now, as of the next minute, as of the next month, as of depending on how much action you're taking and looking from a higher perspective and really going forward into your purpose or destiny. Um, a win-win outcome can be in the forecast, and I'm seeing possibly by October, but it still just depends on the powerful changes and any type of repeated cycles that possibly don't need to be repeated. So I'm getting win-win outcome forecast that is still nothing set in stone. That's halfway. So I'm just getting basically if you're as long as you're doing the work, um, you can receive a powerful change. Like I said, the next minute or leading all the way up till October. Yes, and as far as any type of finances or prosperity or any type of abundance, I'm seeing that halfway too. So depending on how much action you're taking, that can come in as soon as May, but that only applies to ones that are doing the actual action directive and work. So it just depends on how much you want to put in the work in order to receive any type of prosperity or value or abundance within self development. It could be physical health, it could be emotional health, it could be financial health, financial abundance, or just prosperity. So I'm seeing that from now until May. As far as any tough cycles, um, the cycle may still continue to feel tough, um, and it may not end. So just make sure, as long as you're doing the work, it'll start easing up, and then you'll receive some type of abundance based on any impossible changes. So I'm just showing that there's, despite any tough cycles approaching, you're gonna achieve that for I'm getting like a relief from now all the way till next year actually. So that's this is a really really good card based off everything that we just spoke about. I'm seeing that a tough cycle will be completely fulfilled. So it wouldn't be a cycle. It would be basically possibly a closed chapter. And once that chapter is closed, then you, man or woman, this reading applies to anyone that's putting in the work with self mastery, self development, spiritual awakening, prosperity, just really having a grounded foundation. Um, I'm showing that April, April is going to be really, really, really what do you call it? Like a burst, like a mountain peak, like a peak of relief and overabundance. So I would say basically a miracle. That's really, really good. All right. Um, let's see, is there anything else? I'll read those at the end. Let me see, is there anything else? So I'm seeing that yeah, as long as there's no fear, so faith over fear. There may be sadness when it comes to any type of illumination, so any type of seeing seeing things clearly. There may be sadness, but don't focus on sadness. Let's see what we get after that. But it's having no fear is like the most that you will want, because as long as you're keeping your faith and asking God to assist you and the universe and your spirit and your mindfulness, then you know sadness is a human emotion, so it will eventually ease off on into illumination. That's what we want. Okay. All right. What else? Yeah, and that illumination gives you the determination, and it'll create some space um, for for uh, for your faith, for your determination, your illumination, for seeing things clearly. Now, this could be for someone whose intuition possibly is blocked. So, with intuition, if it's blocked, I would say maybe a little bit of creating space so that you can pray a little bit more, or cleanse a little bit more, or yeah, definitely, that's, yeah, cleanse, that's what I'm getting. So yeah, so Intuition in reverse. So cleanse. Yeah, a little bit more cleansing, a little bit more keeping things tidy for self. And that could be shower, that could be listening. So it goes back to that see, hear, speak no evil, so that your intuition isn't blocked. So intuition can be blocked if you're seeing, speaking, or hearing any type of evil. This is going to take a little bit of, not a little bit, but unfortunately a lot of discipline, especially with so much energies out. You may be exposed to environments that are see, speak, hear evil, and unfortunately we can't. That's something that we're amongst, right? So that could be going to work, that could be going into the community, that could be around people that just are that way. This is not about them. This is about self-development, reaching our highest peak, keeping high vibrations. This is for people that have a bigger purpose, people that are really on the spiritual journey, trying to have a beautiful relationship with themselves so that they can have a beautiful relationship with God as well and the universe, and just really overall find their purpose, destiny, and their happiness with the limited time we have here on earth. So just make sure you're cleansing so that you can not have a blocked intuition. It will be really hard to possibly navigate here in this world or earth or spiritual world if your intuition is being blocked. And that could be external forces, or sometimes it could really be our self, that we're blocking our intuition if we're not being in connection with ourself. Yeah, so just make sure you're balancing and trusting your heart when it comes to God, and loving yourself and being sweet and kind to yourself and being happy, okay? Being happy about yourself and within self so that you can have more peace, okay? Um, yeah, peace will override any type of frustration as long as you're happy with yourself. And if you're not happy with yourself, start getting creative when it comes to making yourself happy and making yourself comfortable. Yeah, put any type of disruptions, put it to rest. It's over. Like, put it to death. Like, cut it out. That's really what I'm getting. Like, cut it out. Okay, it's time to really stop focusing on others and focus on self mastery, and self discipline, and spiritual awakening. And what does the divine have the blueprint printed out for you, man or woman? And stop holding on to things that are causing chaos in your individual life. Okay. Just when I read a little bit slower, I just feel like it's really hard for possibly a lot of people to really get a better understanding of self, when we have a lot of distractions or disruptions that continue to try to interfere with what God, the universe, our spiritual awakening, self-development wants to put us on that path. But in order to get that miracle, we have to do the work. We can't con spirit. We can't con God. We can't con the universe. We can continue to con ourselves, but it will keep us in that cycle of confusion, and eventually it could lead to continued chaos or just death. Death in the spirit, death in the body, death in the mind, death in the soul. So, all right, I'm not gonna spend too much time on that, but these are the few messages I have left, and then we'll be finished. Trust in the steadfast love of God forever and ever. Psalms 52. Be strong and take heart, and all you hope in the Lord. Psalm 31. With your very own hands you formed. Now breathe your wisdom over me. Psalms 119. Honor and majesty surround the Lord. Strength and beauty fill his sanctuary. 96. Psalms 96. The eye of the Lord is on those who fear him, on those who hope in him and his steadfast love. Psalm 33. Hope in the Lord, for with the Lord there is steadfast love. Psalm 130. In him our hearts rejoice, for we trust in his holy name. May your unfailing love rest upon us, Lord. Psalm 33. And the last, God makes his people strong. God gives his people peace. Psalm 29. So, yeah, that goes with overall the message. I feel like God makes his people strong and God gives his people peace. Psalm 29. So, if you're looking for strength outside of yourself and peace outside of yourself, in order to get that, you got to get that through God, Most High, Divine Source, so that you can have that and have those type of people in your path. So those type of people in the sanctuary, those people that are basically God's people. All right, let's see. Which this is not a religion reading. This is more about self development, mind, body, spirit, healing, art, self mastery, um, self love, and developing a divine relationship with Most High, God, universe, our spirit, our soul, so that we can go into our purpose and that we can live in happiness and we can live in comfort and we can live in peace. It's enough chaos going on. So, like, let's not focus on chaos. Let's focus on finding peace, creating peace, purposeful living. All right, let's see. So, the future is full of possibility. Future is full of possibilities, so roll the dice. So keep going. That's what I get. All right, so my name is Zena. Thank you for watching Zenagallery, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Thank you. Bye-bye.